Welcome to My Yard is My Garage. I'm Bishop and my yard is my garage. Today we're working on our 1948 Chevy project. It's a Chevy. It has a Camaro front clip and a Camaro rear end underneath of it. And what we're doing today is we're going to be replacing a failed oil pump. Now this oil pump went out while I was in the middle of the freeway drive, and so, well, the poor old 327 rattled a lot and gasped a lot, and well, I think you know where I'm going with this. I'm going to go ahead and replace the oil pump and see if we can't do a little bit of resurrection on this. I'm dubious. We'll see. I don't know. Let's get to this. Alrighty, our goal is up here. There's our pan. The Camaro front end that's underneath here is got a lot of space, so we don't have to do any sort of weird dropping of crap around. We can get right to all of our bolts on our oil pan. Let's get this up in the air. All right, let's take a look underneath there. All right, there's our oil pan. We have our oil plug there we need to undo. And then we've got, 800 or so bolts that hold this oil pan on. This is so fun. All right, let's dig into changing all of these bolts. An oil plug shouldn't be that hard. All right. Ready? All right. Well, that's good. No metal shavings on the end here. Nope, the oil doesn't look too bad. Definitely chocolate. It should be. We'll put new oil in. Easy as pie. Okay, so we have two sizes of bolts underneath here. 3/8 is almost all of them, but on either side of one of the main seals at the end, it's slightly larger borrow the light. Okay, we have our pan off. Here's our oil pump. There's an axle right over here. You can see it's kind of like a beigeish color thing. You might be able to see that. That connects to the bottom of the distributor, and that's what turns this oil pump, which this oil pump is unhealthy inside. So let's go ahead and get this off of here. It's just held on with 2 bolts, and we got to be careful that that axle doesn't like drop into our face. It shouldn't. There's a keeper on the other end of it, and that should be keeping it out of our eyes. God, gross. All right, there's our bolt somewhere. There's our bolt. All right, there's our connector and axle that goes to the bottom of the distributor. Let's crawl out from under here and take a look at this. Here's our old one. We have our axle that turns. That'll be fun, figuring out how that comes off of there. Here's our new one. All right, vice time. Ooh, that sounds horrible. See, listen to that. Yeah, definitely not good. All right, we have our axle in. Okay. That is just so weird that we only get one bolt hole. But there are 2 alignment pins that are in the block underneath that this will bump up against. So, all right. See, that sounds a lot better. It's not going grind, grind, grind. All right. Yep, let's get this in place. Okay. All right, so I'm going to show you something tricky that I just discovered. Okay, so when we put this in place, it's going to sit on those 2 pins, and you can see there's one bolt hole. Well, that hole right there is where we're going to put our oil axle pin. See, it's got a slot on this end. That goes into the bottom of the distributor. So I'm going to go ahead and insert that up in there and turn it until it locks into the bottom of the distributor. I'm going to hold my finger there, and with any luck, I can get the oil pump up in here and get that little beige nylon sleeve around that bottom part. Oh, you know, oh, that's going to be... Okay, so let's see. Where does that align? That is almost north-south. Okay, that looks about right. Haha! Yep, we have it. Okay. Now, where's the bolt?
2 weeks later.
One ooga dooga. That's about how tight it was. Okay. Oofta. Okay, so this is a reusable rubber gasket that I got on here. So I'm going to go ahead and clean this off, and we'll reinstall our pan. you're still with me. Are you still with me? Yep, you're still with me. Oh, dang it. All right, okay. Well, let's fill it with some oil. All right, well, we've swapped our oil pump. I need to run to the store to get a jug, and we're going to get a jug of diesel that's got zinc. That'll be what's necessary to feed this old 327. All right, it's getting rainy now on me. I'm going to go ahead and use Shell Rotella, some T4. I've already got a couple of quarts in here now. The T4 has a lot of zinc in it, and that's really good for this old engine. According to the book, we need about 4 to 5 quarts. That'll give us 5. Now, since we did lose our oil pump and stuff, I did pick up some of this engine treatment. It's supposed to go ahead and quiet lifters and valves and friction and wear and, you know, engine rebuild. Well, it does have a very loud knock at a high RPM. I'm going to go ahead and let it run for just a few minutes here at idle. Kind of let all that new oil and the engine repair in a bottle get some fixing on this. It doesn't sound bad at an idle, I'll give you that. Got a rod nut. No bueno. I'm going to let this run till it gets up to temperature, and then we'll shut her down and run it during the day. All right, well, we have our truck running. We have a knock, but we have great oil pressure. We got like 75 pounds of oil pressure at idle. I need to let it run for a while, kind of let that oil circulate, get that engine rebuild in a bottle, kind of a chance to maybe help massage some of those bearings. Yeah. Well, we'll see where it goes. Thanks for coming by. If you like what you see, well, comment down below, hit the subscribe. If you want to be informed when I got new content up, go ahead and hit the bell. Let me know. And, you know, I value your comments. It's nice to hear from you. Hopefully you learned something from this. I certainly did. And that's when you see oil pressure go to 0, just pull over right then. All right. Just sound good at an idle load. Pressure good, fuel decent, temperature we're up to running, we're charging, all looks good. Yeah, I put blue lights in here. All right, well, I'm gonna go ahead and let it run for a few more minutes. Thanks for staying by and visiting my yard. It's fun. Have a great weekend.